How do different sand types affect sand saves? Have you ever wondered why some golfers seem to handle bunkers with ease while others struggle? The type of sand in the bunker plays a huge role in a player's ability to make sand saves. Sand saves mean getting the ball out of the bunker and onto the green in one shot. Understanding how different sand types affect this can help both men and women golf professionals adapt their techniques during competitions. First, let's look at sand grain size and shape. Coarse sand with larger particles tends to drain better. This creates a firmer surface, making it easier for players to predict how the ball will react. On the other hand, fine sand is softer but can compact and hold moisture. This leads to inconsistent lies and more challenging shots. Next, consider the shape of the sand particles. They can be angular or rounded. Angular grains have sharp edges and interlock, creating a stable surface. This can be beneficial from bunker conditions but may produce a harder lie. Rounded grains, however, tend to move more easily. This can sometimes lead to the ball sitting down, making the shot more difficult. Uniformity of particle size is also important. Sands with a narrow size distribution provide consistent playing conditions. Mixed sizes can cause unevenness and unpredictability, making sand saves harder to achieve. Now, how do these factors specifically affect sand saves? Firmer bunkers with coarse, angular sand allow players to use a more aggressive swing. The stable base resists shifting, which is great for controlled shots. However, these conditions requiring precise contact to avoid hitting the ball too thin or too fat. In contrast, softer bunkers with fine, rounded sand can cause the club to dig too deeply. This increases the risk of fat shots. Players may need to adjust their technique by opening the club face more or changing their swing path. Drainage capability is another key factor. Well-draining coarse sand maintains consistent conditions after rain. Poorly draining fine sand can become heavy and compacted, making sand saves more difficult. Crusting potential is higher in sands with fine particles and poor drainage. This can lead to a hard surface layer that affects ball behavior. Golfers may need to make strategic adjustments to their shots in these conditions. For professionals, assessing bunker sand type during practice rounds is essential. In bunkers with coarse, angular sand, they might focus on a steeper swing path for clean contact. In softer, finer sand, they may open the club face and use a more sweeping motion to avoid digging too deeply. Knowledge of sand characteristics also informs club selection and shot planning. This is especially important in tournament conditions where bunker sand types can vary between courses. Understanding how sand types may change during play helps professionals anticipate challenges. Different sand types affect sand saves by altering the firmness, drainage, and stability of bunker surfaces. Coarse, angular sands generally provide firmer, more stable lies that favor aggressive shots. Fine, rounded sands create softer, less predictable conditions that requiring delicate shot making. By adjusting techniques based on these characteristics, both men and women golf professionals can optimize their chances of successful sand saves during competition.